on his set trailer, big boy.
You know, apparently I run a 4.7 still. Did you know that?
And then we wake up from the fucking dream.
No, I clocked a 4.7. I could still run a 4.7.
All right, yeah, me too, buddy.
That's a good clip.
You would tear your ACL if you tried to run a 40 right now.
I don't think I could run to my refrigerator right now and run a 4.7. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the X's and O's podcast. I'm your host, Hogs Takes. I'm here with my fantastic co-host, Rod Talks Ball. It's officially football season. It is August 6th. I am recording this episode right now with the Hall of Fame game on my iPad next to the screen right now, watching the fantastic Carolina Panthers play the Arizona Cardinals. We're back, baby. It's football season.
So back. And I was excited to watch the game at first, and then I was like, Carson Beck's playing. I'd rather watch paint drying for 34 hours and watch Carson Beck. But hey, football's back. I'll check the highlights out, and we'll get into that at a different time. But
Carson Beck is a terrorist.
Yeah.
He is a terrorist.
100%. FBI most wanted list. He also works at Subway, known for throwing fucking meatball, marinara subs, all of the above. So.
He throws a lot of chicken bacon ranches whenever he's on the football field. But hey, it's 14-7 in the second quarter right now, so he's playing semi-well.
I guess
Besides it being NFL preseason starting, the Razorbacks and the SEC schools, and I guess all of the country, have started fall camp. The Hogs finished their second day of fall camp today. We've got quarterback battles to talk about. We've got a defense to talk about. We've got what weapons do the Hogs actually have on offense. There's a lot to cover. We've seen some clips of Silverfield talking to his team. We've seen highlights of AJ and KJ throwing the football. We've seen highlights of Chris Marshall and CJ Brown catching deep balls on DBs. It's a lot to lay out because you don't know if they're DBs suck, or if the receivers are that good, or if it's a good ball, or if the DBs are bad, or what. So there's a lot to cover. What has stood out to you so far through 2 days now of camp that has caught your eye?
Man, I'm tired of hearing the Chad Morris comparisons for Silverfield. I get it. He's out here trying to hype the team up, but he said in the first one, he said, if you're hitting the snooze button, you're a loser. I woke up this morning, man. I said, you know what? I'm not hitting my snooze button. Silverfield's got me fired up. And I think you can tell it's one of the things where you watch the fall camp videos every year and you're like, oh man, like we're going to be good and here. But there's a different energy with the team this year. And that's off with 2 days of seeing the fall camp videos, seeing how the coaches are coaching them. Like, I feel a little bit different energy with the program, which is what we needed, honestly.
Silverfield had to come in and turn the page. Everybody that I talk to, I'm as optimistic as humanly possible about college football with the Razorbacks. And I say the Hogs go 8-4. Everybody says, you're absolutely brain dead, dude. Look at last season. Look at the season before that. I'm saying you're looking in the past, man. You need to be looking at what's going on now. We have no clue what's going to happen. And I'm on Ryan Silverfield's side, and I'm going to cheer for him, and we're just going to have to see what happens. Dwelling on the past just seems just toxic and just not optimistic to me. It just seems like a bad way to prepare for a football team. So...
But yeah, I mean, the biggest thing that I like seeing is the quarterback battle right now. I know we talked about it last episode, if it's actually a quarterback battle, quote unquote. And I said, no, it's not a battle. And I mean, we're seeing KJ GoPro on, taking the first reps, running with the first team, breaking the huddles. It's obvious that it's KJ's team. Don't get me wrong. AJ Hill is a great player, a great prospect. He had so many offers out of high school. I think he'll pan into being a pretty decent running quarterback wherever he ends up. But right now it's KJ's team. It's time for him to prove that he deserves to be the starter.
Yeah. First and foremost, shout out Inside Arkansas for this montage of Arkansas highlights. I and Rod and I have no clue how copyright works on all of this shit. So we are not trying to use your highlights for monetary value, but we're just trying to pull up clips of practice because we don't know how this works. So hopefully we don't get flagged for showing stuff like this, but this is the best first-person view of what we saw quarterback passing. This is a 10-minute montage showing kind of quarterbacks, receivers, running backs into the defense. But yeah, from what I've heard from guys that were at practice, your Trey Biddies, your John Neighbors, guys like that, KJ seems to be the guy. He seems to be the most vocal. I think he's got the experience. He's got the comfortability of being at Arkansas now for more than, hell, AJ Hill's only been there since Silverfield got there. So what, 5 months?
Yep.
So I think it's KJ's team. Now, yeah, I completely agree. I think AJ Hill's got all the tools to be a really, really good quarterback. He's got a cannon. He's 6'5", 6'6". He can fly on the field when he's running. I think he's got all the tools. And it's one of those things that he'd probably be awesome if he could manage sitting at Arkansas for a year or two and end up playing. But with the functionality of NIL and everything, I'm not sure he's one of those guys that wouldn't transfer. So
yeah,
we'll just have to see. Ads are playing now on YouTube, but sorry.
I think the biggest thing too is you got to look at who is going to give us the best chance immediately. So even if AJ is a good prospect, you bring KJ in and he's going to give us the best chance immediately.
Yeah.
One of the biggest things that we always talk about with quarterbacks is that you just have to take care of the ball.
Yeah.
Like with him being in college, what is he? Is he a redshirt sophomore? Or is he just a true sophomore?
No, he's a redshirt sophomore.
Redshirt sophomore. You've seen so much film. You saw last year how there were games that we had a chance to win that got decimated by turnovers. You have to take care of the ball. I don't care if you throw for 2,100 yards. 2,100 yards, 18 touchdowns, 3 interceptions.
Sign me the fuck up. Sign me up.
I'll take it every time. Like,
you gave him 18 touchdowns. I'll take 2,100 yards, 12 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
People have just written off KJ because of the lack of, I won't say sustainability, because we've had quarterbacks that can put up numbers and that play really well, but when it really matters, we have a serious turnover problem. And that's been on the board for multiple years now. And they just look at KJ and they're like, oh, he's just going to be another Arkansas quarterback. He's just, he's going to be another Talon. And I was one of Talon's biggest supporters. I was probably one of the few people that kept a Talon green jersey till the end of the season last year. But it's just one of those things where KJ Jackson was a 4-star recruit. Now, you can't just say that and say, oh, well, not all 4-star recruits pan out. Of course they don't.
Yeah.
This kid had offers from Penn State, Ole Miss, Kentucky. All these big schools saw something in KJ Jackson.
Yep.
And they said he could pass. I know he's a lefty. That throws a lot of people off, too, because they see a lefty and they're like, that's weird and whatever. But there were a lot of schools that really wanted KJ Jackson to play quarterback at their university. And if he was at another school, schools would be a lot more optimistic about it, and their fan bases would be a lot more optimistic about it.
Yeah, exactly.
But because he's at Arkansas, they just automatically assume, shit, he's another Arkansas guy. He's not going to do shit. Right. And that just bugs me. The kid's got serious talent. He's big. He's athletic. He's got an electric arm. I mean, you see the ball get out of his hand, it jumps.
He's zipping it.
It doesn't go out of his arm. It jumps out of his hand. And he's a lefty. Who gives a fuck? Tua Tagovailoa sucks, but he's a lefty. I mean, there's guys that are playing next level football that are lefties. I know it just looks wonky to people, but the kid's got talent, or he wouldn't be playing SEC football, or he'd be playing Big Ten football if he wanted to be. Good. But I feel like people just automatically write the kid off because he's playing at Arkansas. I think if he was playing at Tennessee, people would be like, oh, shit, we're excited about KJ Jackson this year. We heard he's the next one. He's going to be the next, he's the guy. Yeah. But because we're in our situation of just continuous turmoil, we're just kind of just like, oh, it's going to be another year of another average quarterback.
Yeah, because I bet I bet you if we were playing another SEC team, and they had KJ Jackson as their quarterback coming in to start for the first year, people would be like, I mean, well, they do have 4-star that had a bunch of offers and stuff. But like you said, just because it's
100%.
at Arkansas and we've had quarterback issues in the past, everybody's immediately writing them off. Like how can you write somebody off that you don't have film on? Just have what you're looking for in it. And okay, cool. We get to the end of the season and he shits the bed. All right, cool, whatever. But like, we're just now getting into fall camp. What are we talking about?
I got a perfect analogy. Austin Simmons got hurt for Ole Miss last year. Trinidad Chambliss, who the fuck is that? Is coming to play quarterback in the game where Ole Miss is playing Arkansas. Oh, we got a backup coming in from Ferris State. This guy, who the hell? This is it. We're going to go beat Ole Miss. Guy comes in and spins that bitch. I mean, just lights us the fuck up. If it would have been someone like KJ Jackson coming in for Ole Miss, they would have said, oh, here we go. And he could have lit our asses up. It's just one of those situations where you're like, it's a no-name backup. We don't know enough about him, yada, yada, yada. He's got to go ball. He was successful. But it's just like, that is such a perfect comparison to me. KJ Jackson is like a Trinidad Chambliss. Obviously, Trinidad Chambliss is going to be a Heisman frontrunner this year, so we can't compare him completely.
Right.
But just that situation where Taylor goes down, your backup comes in, you don't know what the kid can do. He was highly recruited. Hell, Trinidad was under-recruited at Ferris State, and Lane Kiffin goes out and sticks a bone out for him, and he ends up being a demon. But it's just like that kind of thing where you don't know. We haven't seen enough film of him. The kid could end up coming out and absolutely gunning it. Yeah. But because he's at Arkansas, all of our fan base is just terrible. They just want to just write the dude off. And it sucks to me because a guy like if you're a recruit wanting to come to Arkansas and you look at social media and you see all the stuff about no one has any support for the program. Ryan Silverfield was the wrong hire. All of our quarterbacks suck. Our defense is going to be horrible. Why would I want to come to Arkansas with no fan support whatsoever? I could be a number one 5-star quarterback in the country, and they'd be like, fuck, I really love Fayetteville, but man, their fans are assholes. Like, I don't want to go play there. I'll go play at Texas. They want me to come there. So it's just, you can watch the highlights. You can watch the film of him playing against backups in SEC games, and you're like, yeah, man, he's got it. I mean, you can watch the plays. He's running over multiple guys. He's scoring touchdowns and all this stuff. And then just automatically you're like, oh,
third string, bro. Who
gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck?
What are we talking about?
He's an SEC fucking quarterback, man. I don't care.
Nice catch, 81.
I don't care. That was a bad ball, by the way. I've been barely watching these highlights, but hey, we're not even talking about it, but I think Hank Hendricks is going to be good. The kid from Fayetteville that Casey Dick fucking freaked out social media wise and just lost his mind and almost lost his job and had to come apologize for, and I flamed his ass and yada, yada, yada. Hank Hendricks could be a really good quarterback. He's obviously just like a 17-year-old now, so we don't know. But yeah, I'm just not going to write off KJ before I see it. Yeah. If he comes out and shits it up, then man, it's part of the game. Like,
it is.
But right now,
it is what it is. Like,
it is what it is. But why not support a fucking 19-year-old kid and say, "Man, I'm coming out. I'm gonna ride with him. Like, let's do it."
It's all about confidence. Like, if he, again, like you were saying with the recruits, if he were to get on social media, maybe he had a bad ball in fall camp or something. He gets on social media, an Arkansas fan is like, oh, man, we having quarterback woes again. Like, it just kills his confidence. You want the guy to be confident and ready to go, but if you can't even get the fucking fan base to support you from you not doing anything wrong, like, how is that possible? And I'm just fucking tired of the whole woe is me mindset of some of the people in our fan base. I get it. We've been bad for 4, 5, 6 years, whatever. Who cares? Vandy was bad for 10 years in a row. Bounced back in a season, won 7 games. Like, we have
they're selling out season tickets right now,
bro. Like, we've got a brand new team. College football is not what it used to be. You got to be optimistic. If we have a shitty season, all right, cool, whatever. But don't go into the season like, oh my God, our quarterback sucks, our team sucks. We brought in a bunch of low start players. Like, you're just setting like, who cares about
I hate
disappointment?
my life. I hate
Yeah.
everything about football. I want to jump off a
Boys
bridge. Like
leave,
it's
man,
just
man, man. Like, bro. But then we'll still buy tickets and go to the game and then just fucking shit on the team. Like, get out of here, bro. What are you talking about?
I don't want anybody that is talking trash about our football team to come back to that side.
Yeah.
We go
Start with
we go
good.
2-10 again. It happens.
Yeah.
It's Silverfield's first year, but Lord, let Jake's Takes find out if there's a chance we go to a bowl game. A chance. Give me a chance that happens. Don't let me find out you are not a fan when the season started.
Yeah.
Don't let me find out because I'm on your ass.
I'm clowning everybody.
I'm clowning you, man. It's just why would you not be supportive?
I don't get it.
Trust me. It's very hard for me too. But still, I'd rather be optimistic about life. But
it's the easy route, you know.
yeah, it's the easy route.
The
Hogs either.
Hogs suck again. We might
The
as well
Hogs
not
suck.
see
Oh,
them.
I was right, or we're great. And I was like, oh my God, we're playing well. I'm a fan. I'm a Razorback fan. But
Yeah.
part of
And
it.
we're in this for the long run, bro. If we have 10 bad years, cool. When we're 30, 40, and we're having good years, fuck it. Who cares?
Yeah. So it looks like KJ is going to be the guy. He's been the vocal leader. He's got the umph to it. He's got the experience. Receiver wise, apparently Chris Marshall looks fantastic in fall ball. Apparently he's got the acceleration that is just game changing.
Yeah.
We've been wondering, he's got that X factor to him. It's just, can he put it all together? CJ Brown is going to be my guy that I expect to have a super breakout year when it comes to being the receiver. I think he's going to be a stud. I think Antonio Jordan will be good. And then I'm riding with my guy Platt. So we're going to have the weapons. Sutton, running backs, is going to be probably two-headed beast by matchup. And then the defense. From what I've heard, the defense looks good. Our defensive line, I think, is going to be good. We've got Quincy Rose, we've got Oki, we've got Danny Beal, we've got what's the cat's name from Virginia?
I just saw it. Is it
Hunter?
Something like that.
He's going to be good too. So I think our defensive line can be really talented. It's just putting it all together. It's staying healthy. That's a big factor, is the health side of it. And then, it's just health is a big part of all of it. Osborne. Hunter Osborne. Yeah, apparently he's a tank.
Yeah.
He's a big boy. And apparently he got paired up with Danny Beal, who's the number one kid from the 4-star defensive tackle. Who follows me on TikTok. I fuck with Danny. I fuck with you, my guy. But apparently they were matched up. They did kind of like a team building thing at the beginning of before fall camp this summer, and they kind of paired like a veteran with a freshman kind of thing, just to kind of give them the ins and outs, to kind of just teach them about ball. Yeah. Apparently Danny Beal was like, Hunter Osborne was trying to go to sleep, and Danny Beal was like bugging the shit out of him, like, hey, what's install for tomorrow? Yeah. And this kid's 17, 18 years old. And Hunter Osborne was like, yeah, so one, he's all over the place trying to learn all the ins and outs of the defense. And on top of it, he's 6'6", 320. And you're like, hey, that's what I like to hear, man. I mean, if that's the type of kid you're recruiting, that's how you want him to be. So apparently our defensive line, I think, could be really talented this year. Quincy obviously is, in my eyes, could be first team all SEC in a heartbeat. I agree. We'll get to some hot takes later. But yeah, I mean, Quincy's going to be a demon. Yeah. We're going to We're trying to get him on the podcast at some point this year. We're working on that, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, I mean, I think our front line could be really good.
Yeah, I'm interested in to see how we upgrade from coach. Getting 60 hung on us every single game was just not a fun experience. But I think I know Ron Roberts was talking in one of his post fall camp interviews and was saying that this was one of the best groups he's seen in the last like 20 or so years. So I think the hardest part when you bring in so many guys from the portal is getting a chemistry going with them. It's
Yep.
hard to tell in the spring, like summertime, they're just working out together and hanging out, but actually putting these plays together, putting like, schemes together, putting different fronts together. I'll be interested in to see how Ron Roberts can get these guys going. I mean, again, from the fall camp clips, it looks very competitive out there right now. Sure, there's some videos of DBs getting burned, but at the same time, we want to see DBs getting burned. We also want to see receivers making plays. We want to
Yeah,
see DBs making plays. Like it's just part of football. We're not
you
going to
can't
be
you can't chalk it up to seeing a
yeah
DB get burned or a receiver get locked up and
yeah
blame that on the defense or offense being bad, because at
yeah
the end of the day,
exactly
you want it to be competitive.
yeah.
You want people to be getting in each other's butts. Like, it's just part of it. Pause. That's crazy. But like,
Oh,
you want shit. You
hold
want
on. No, I'm sorry. All right, regroup, bro.
my fault. You want our secondary to be attacking. You want our offense to be attacking. Like, you want that kind of vibe. So
Yeah,
that's, if
exactly.
it's competitive, it's competitive.
Yeah. I saw a tweet today, and it was a guy that quote tweeted the fall camp, and he was like, "Boomer take," but I just don't get it how the players can hear the coaches over the loud music blaring in the background. And I was like, bro, these are 18 to 23-year-old athletes
Grandpa.
that want to go out there and compete. When you put Young Boy on for some of these players, like it gets into their heads into a different mindset. So
Why
that was the
the
boomer take. I was
why
like,
the hell are they playing that loud fucking boomer that
that
stupid
boom
music
bap
over the
music, man.
speakers while they're
Yeah,
trying to practice? I don't get it.
yeah.
I don't
Very,
understand why they're listening to that hip hoppity music. Shut
but
up, old man.
yeah,
When they're in Death Valley playing a football game and they're
yeah,
playing a young boy, that's part of it, Unc. Watch it from your couch.
yeah, man.
We haven't talked
I'm
much.
on edge today, bro. I'm sorry. I'm just on edge. I've been seeing a bunch of negative people, all type of stuff, and I'm
I,
just like, I'm fired
hey,
up, man.
outside of the podcast, we've been getting fried. You and me specifically have been getting
Yeah, man.
fried by our friends for even being semi-optimistic about Arkansas football.
Yeah,
And I'm sitting at the office and I say, hey, I think KJ Jackson could be good this year. And it's instantly just bow, bow, bow. Shut up, dumbass. You're an idiot. Ha ha. Your kids are going to be stupid.
all type of
Nah.
stupid.
Man, y'all have our whole team is new. How do we not know what our team is going to do this year? It just bugs me that people are, but it's Arkansas culture.
Yeah,
It's where we're at right now. And we've been really bad the past couple years. But if you want to continue to look at that, that's what you're going to expect.
yeah.
We haven't even spoken about Bradley Shaw. Like, I think Bradley Shaw could be a really, really, really good SEC middle linebacker. I mean, I think he could be a top 5 middle linebacker in the SEC.
Yeah.
We haven't even spoken about him. We got jacks that are coming from different transfers with Ron, defensive coordinator, that has gone out of his way to say, man, I've been coaching for 25 years. He's coached a lot of NFL talent. And he said, man, we've got some dudes on our team that could be really, really fucking good.
Oh, yeah.
So it's just part of the Arkansas agenda where, and I understand it, people are going to be pessimistic because we've been bad for so many years in a row now. And they just don't know what to expect. And it's one of those things that we both agreed today. We were like, man, we go win 5 games. This time next year, just flip it 180 on how everybody expects the football season to go.
Yeah.
If we won 5 football games this year, everybody is on Silverfield. Silverfield's the guy, but it's just because he's picking up just a lackluster team that was so bad last year with the turnover and everything. We don't know what to trust.
Yep. But we could, and it's funny, we could have made a whole podcast about ranting about how negative these people are and whatsoever. But at the end of the day, we'll see what happens when the season comes. If we're wrong, we're wrong. But who fucking cares? It's fine. Nobody cares. It's whatever. But
Yeah.
I think I really want to see our O-line get better too. I think the difference between last year's O-line and this year's O-line is that we don't have a quarterback that's as dynamic as Talon was.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be interesting to see how they can adjust to that, because last year, boom, you got a breakdown and Talon's out of the pocket, going left, going right, making people miss. But I feel like KJ is more so of a passer, to where he's going to have to step up in the pocket and deliver something.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to see how these old linemen are going to be able to protect them. Like,
yeah,
I want to see it.
And we're bringing back three of the 5 starters: Kittler, Branham, Broussard. Bringing in Breland and Williams.
Yeah.
I think our offensive line could be underrated this year. I don't even think our offensive line was necessarily bad last year. I just think there were a lot of situations where, Talon would be in the pocket, and within a second or two, not seeing his first or second option, he'd be like, okay, boom, I got to move.
Yeah. Or holding on to the ball way too long.
Yeah, and that leads to a holding call for someone that doesn't even realize he needs to be holding because someone's moving around. But I think our offensive line could be a solid unit this year. Kittler's legit, Branham's legit, Broussard's good, and we're bringing in a redshirt senior and a redshirt junior that would have played serious Division I football, and they're big boys. So, yeah, I mean, I think our O-line could be solid this year. It's just, Braylon Russell apparently has dropped 30 pounds. Apparently he's down to 225, 230, which that's been his whole thing. Is, man, he just doesn't really have that oomph to him. He doesn't really have that get off. If he could pick up that get off, he can be legit. And then Sutton is going to be our other guy. 30
pounds will take him from a 4.8 to a 4.6. So, or 4.9 to a 4.7. However, on his set trailer, big boy.
Apparently I run a 4.7 still. Did you know that?
And then we wake up from the fucking dream.
No, I clocked a 4.7. I could still run a 4.7.
All right. Yeah. Me too, buddy.
That's a good clip.
You would tear your ACL if you tried to run a 40 right now.
I don't think I could run to my refrigerator right now and run a 4.7. I think I'd run a 7.5. But so we've talked about how 2 days of fall camp have looked. We have generated some hot takes for what the football season can look like. Let's put this on the big board. This is gonna strike some nerves. This is going to bug the shit out of some people, but hey, that's what we're here for. Number 1, Hogs are 8-5 with a bowl game win. So I guess that means we go 8-4, right? And then we win a bowl game, so we go 8. No, 7-5 and win a bowl game.
7-5 with a bowl game win.
Yeah. I'm all for it.
I think it's possible.
Yeah.
This is not the SEC from 2, 3, 4 years ago. I feel like we sneak a win here or there. We sneak 5 wins. We're chilling, It's just about if we can be less ass than anybody else.
I think 7-5. I think 7-5 is very possible.
Pretty reasonable.
Yeah, I think we can absolutely do that. 3 receivers over 750 yards. Chris Marshall finally lives up to his potential. What did we do last year? Can we pull up the stats last year? Hold on, I'll do it.
Yeah.
What Arkansas football stats? Because I want to see what our receivers did last year, because that's really the big thing. Receiving last year. So we said what? 2 over 750?
3 over 750.
3 over 750. So last year we had Omega Blake go for 769. Raylan Sharp and Rohan went for 550 each.
All right. So
So let's go no on that one.
I think Platt. So I say receivers. Let's throw in a tight end too. So
Okay, so tight
yeah,
ends can be involved also.
yeah, we give Platt over 750. Thinking about again KJ's type of game. If the coaches are drilling in him smart stuff, hey, let's get this tight end involved. We got a good ass tight end. Let's get him rolling.
I think Platt could
750.
be really good.
Yeah. So then we got Chris Marshall, 750 plus. CJ Brown, 750. I mean, hey, it seems crazy. I get it, whatever. But hey, it's possible. Right
Okay.
scheme, Silverfield scheme, Memphis love to throw the ball. We're gonna throw the ball. Let's get it rolling.
I don't know. I just think we could be run heavier. I think we might be run heavier this year, and I think KJ could be. I think we could spread it out
Yeah.
more. So
Maybe
I
we'll
don't.
have one receiver over 750 and then Platt over 750.
Yeah, and I think CJ Brown could be up there for sure.
Yeah.
Um, we'll just have to see just kind of how the
Yeah,
play
yeah,
calling goes. 1,000 yard
for sure.
rusher, I could absolutely see it.
Yeah.
I think 1,000 yard rusher could 100% happen, whether it's Sutton or Braylon Russell. It's
How
just
much
going to
did
happen.
Mike run for last year?
Fuck, Mike ran for a lot last year.
Yeah.
No, Mike ran for right over 1,000, 1,070 last year.
Yeah.
But
It seemed like a lot more
shit,
than thousands.
Talon ran for 780.
Yeah. So you
So
take the
also
quarterback run out of it.
that's one of those things that is just going to kind of be depending on how much the carries are split. You
Yeah.
know, if Sutton ends up getting more receiving yards than rushing yards, then it kind of defeats it. But
Yeah.
I mean, I could 100% see us having 1,000 yard rusher. I think in the SEC and the way it's going right now, I think that can happen more
Yeah.
often than not. Damn, Talon had 780 yards and 8 touchdowns last year, and Mike Washington had 1,000 yards and 8 touchdowns last year. That's just off rushing.
Yeah, that's 1,700 off of a quarterback and a running back. So if we can
Yeah.
feed one running back, I mean,
Yeah, Braylon Russell had 305 touchdowns. He had 5 touchdowns, and that was just off kind of probably red zone goal line
yeah,
stuff. So,
5 yard line, give it to him.
yeah. Top
Yeah.
6 defenses in the SEC. Um,
That one was a little bit crazy. I'll go ahead and put that on a limb. That one was a little bit crazy. We got 16 teams in SEC. Top 10.
yeah, I think, like I've said, I think we're going to have a really good defense this year. I think we've
Yeah.
got the guys on our team to put together a good SEC defense. This top
Yeah.
6 is crazy because you got Georgia, Texas, A&M, Bama. Like, you've got 5 or 6 that are arguably going to be like playoff caliber teams.
Yeah.
So it's hard to say that they could be a top 6 team.
Yeah,
But
that is
I could definitely see us being a top half SEC defense.
Yeah.
I think we've got the front end to make it happen. It's just going to have. I think it's a lot of the more question marks are going to be probably in our secondary.
Yeah,
And we're just going
I
to have to
agree.
see how our secondary competes and gets after people. And we don't know what Ron's going to do. I don't really know what he runs coverage wise. So I don't really know if he's more of a man or a zone guy. We'll just have to kind of see.
Yeah, and I mean it's a full. Everything comes back into a full circle. We keep talking about KJ. Last year, Talon had 11 picks, 22 turnover-worthy plays. Those 11 picks just kill our defense immediately.
Yeah.
Like they just got off the field, they get back on the field,
Boom. Right
at
back
2
to it.
possessions right there. So that's 100 yards that we wouldn't have given up if we have a 8-minute drive and just chill.
Yeah,
Like
100%.
so, it's
Yeah.
possible. But top half SEC, top 6
Yeah.
is critical. But
I don't know about top 6, but I'll say top 10. We'll go
I
top
think
10.
that's a fair landing ground.
Yeah. Road wins against Vandy, Auburn, and Utah. I feel like we drop one of those. I think we can beat Vanderbilt on the road. I think we could beat all 3 of them, but I feel like we drop 1 or maybe 2.
If I had to pick one off that list, just from seeing the energy that Golish is bringing to the Auburn program, I would probably say Auburn, but I think that all three at the moment are winnable games.
Yeah, no, I think they're all winnable games.
I
It's
think
just going
I
to be one
think
of those
we
things.
get the
Can we win them?
and we get the benefit of the doubt that Vandy and Auburn are going to be 11:30 or 2:30 p.m. games. So it's
Yeah,
not like we're going into sure it'll be a loud road environment, but it's not like we're going into Jordan Hare, the cursed fucking Jordan Hare Stadium at 7:30 p.m. or going with the newly rowdy Vandy fans in their newly renovated stadium at 7:30 p.m.
yeah,
So
yeah.
we could pull it off. We have to win on the road. We can't. Well, first of all, we couldn't win at home or on the road last year, but this year especially, we have to win on the road.
Yeah,
Gotta
you have to
pull
win. You have to win one or two of them at least.
for sure.
Quincy Rhodes is a Hendrixer. How do you pronounce it? Benakark, Benarak,
Yeah, yeah,
whatever that. Oh, I see your pup in the background, Brutus.
yeah,
Um, Quincy Rhodes has every ability as the front piece of the Arkansas defense to win every defensive award in the book, in my
for
opinion. And that's a
sure.
bold statement. But I think as a front piece of the whole thing, he could go have 14 sacks. He could go have 17, 18 tackles for losses. He can go do all these things. In my mind, 100% has the ability to go win all these damn awards
For
as a
sure.
defensive end. I think he's
Yeah.
going to be really good. He's going to draw some double teams in certain games, but I think our defensive line is going to be spread out enough where he can get some lay off of him a little bit. I
Yeah.
think he can have a big time year, and I think he's going to be a first round pick.
And that's what I was about to say. I was about to say with some help on the defensive end to where he's not getting doubled every play. Like if we have people that everybody has to worry about on the D line, that frees him up to be able to work out. Like, cool, you're an edge rusher. Go win. You got 1-on-1. This is what you want to put on film. Go win.
Yeah,
Like,
even with Oki and David and
yeah,
Danny Beal and Hunter Osborne and these other guys that are playing, D tackle and stuff like that, still
yeah,
are going to lay the pressure off of Quincy. But I mean,
yeah.
I think Quincy's going to have a really good year.
Solid year, first round pick.
Yeah, I see it.
Totally
I
dope.
mean, I think he's going to have a really good year.
Yeah.
Cover the spread against Georgia. 14.5.
It's 14 and a half
Yeah, that's what
against
it is right
Georgia.
now. Yeah. I don't,
14 and a half.
yeah. I don't,
Uh, ooh, I thought it was
I
gonna
don't,
be 30 plus. That's why I said we would.
uh,
Uh,
I don't know about that one. I don't
14
know
and
about,
a half. Ah,
if we cover 14 and a half, I'll kiss you. How about that?
if we cover 14 and a half, I'm printing a Hogs Natty t-shirt.
Yeah,
So
I'll get Silverfield tatted on my butt cheek if we cover 14 and a half. And hey, I'm not saying we can't do it. I'm just saying I don't see us doing it. We could probably do
yeah,
it. Hey. 14 and a half is not very many points against Georgia. And we have a reputation, and I know I don't like talking about the past, of what we do at home against highly ranked teams towards the beginning of the season. 14 and a half I was thinking it was going to be, I just Googled it right before this, and
yeah.
I was thinking it was going to be more like 28 and a half. And I was
Maybe
going to
it'll
say,
jump.
maybe, we could cover 4 touchdowns, but 14 and a half is pretty low. And I would expect by the time the game kicks off
Yeah,
that the line will jump to more like 24 and a half.
yeah. It's hard. I mean, I think we talked about it last podcast, but I don't think it really has anything to do with us being a bad team, quote unquote. But when you look at the matchup, it's a little bit hard to justify covering whenever we're outmatched with 5 stars everywhere else.
Yeah.
And hey, again, if we lose to the team that you have that you think is going to win the SEC or whoever thinks going to win the SEC, all right, cool. It's like losing to the national champion. Like, all right, that's fine. I mean, we lost to the team that beat everybody else.
Yeah.
So
So that makes you the second place finisher if you really want to look at it like
You get
that.
a participation trophy.
Yeah, it's going to be hard for Georgia to come in at 11 a.m. and
Yeah.
not.
But who knows? Maybe we sneak them. Maybe we get the benefit of an early season game. Early
We have a
game.
Tennessee
You
type
never.
matchup. We fucking sneak them. It's the biggest surprise, shock, upset of the season. You
We
know,
catch them
shit
on an
like
off.
that happens, man. You never know. SEC wins over Vandy, Scar, Tennessee, Auburn. I'll go Vandy, Scar, Tennessee in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
I'll say I think we could beat all three of them.
Yeah.
Because I think Vandy is going to be down with a freshman quarterback. I think by the time we play South Carolina, I think Beamer's dumbass is not going to be on the staff anymore. I think we just somehow have Tennessee's number. We just, for some reason at home, have their number. I've been there the last time we beat them at home. And then Auburn, just because it's on the road. So we got South Carolina and Tennessee at home.
Yeah.
We go to Vandy. I think we could beat Vandy. But Auburn, I think, will be the toss-up just because, winning there is hard to do. I mean, that's...
And I mean, we saw the fall camp clips of the Tennessee quarterbacks throwing fucking turkey sandwiches on those out routes. I think
ham sandwiches.
Yeah, turkey. Mike's way, everything on it. But I think it'll be an easy win. Honestly, I think it'll be a game in which our team finally gets that good SEC win and gets a little bit of confidence with it. You know what I mean? Like,
you said that against Tennessee.
Yeah, against Tennessee.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, because you see number 9. I think we're going to belt Tennessee.
All right. Let's just move forward. Let's go right to it. You think we belt Tennessee?
I think we're going to belt Tennessee.
All right, shit.
I think we're going to get in that quarterback's head. I think their defense is not good.
It's going to be Faison.
Faison or GMAC, not worried about either of them. Defense, not going to be good again. I think we'll beat them. I think we'll blow them out. And when I say, all right, so when I say blowout, talking about Arkansas, I think we'll win by 2+ touchdowns.
Okay. 2+ touchdowns. Fuck.
2+ touchdowns against Tennessee.
I bet the Hogs to beat Tennessee in Fayetteville is plus 1,000. I bet that's what the odds will be.
Give it to me now. I'll go take here. Let me call Chase real quick. Hey, can I get a personal loan to put on Arkansas money line?
Chase Bank, Arkansas alt spread minus 14.5 against Tennessee.
Yeah.
Plus 1,000. I want to put $500 on it. All right. Let's do it. Okay. Yeah. I'll ride it with you. Let's do it. And then the final one is go 5-2 into the Missouri game. So pulling this back up. We beat North Alabama. We beat Utah. So that's 2. Yeah. Lose to Georgia, 2-1. Beat Tulsa, 3-1. We lose at A&M, 3-2. We beat Tennessee, 4-2. We beat Vandy, 5-2 into Missouri Halloween night.
Yep. Spooky.
That's got to be what it is for the most part.
Yeah, that is what it is. That's exactly how I envision it going. I think it can happen. Again, KJ, if you can hear me, all you have to do is take care of the ball. Take care of the ball. Don't take stupid sacks and take the check down. Last year, our biggest problem is that Talon, great athlete, great arm, but he wanted to be Superman 24/7. You don't have to be Superman. Be a game manager. The check down is the best running play in the playbook. If you got Braylon Russell going downhill with a cornerback or a safety,
run his ass over.
Down, he's going to run his ass over. Take the check down. 3rd and 3. We don't need a 10-yard play. Take the check down. 2nd and 10. Take the fucking check down.
I completely agree. It's just knowing the situations. Like it's just
situational football, man. We don't need everybody's always talking about, oh, well, he's not going to throw for 4 or 5K. Like, we don't need somebody to come in and throw for 3
fucking
5K.
We can
We
go
just
to
need somebody to not throw 11 fucking interceptions in a season. Like,
and not fumble the ball 7 times on top of
yeah,
it. We
that's
can go to a
just as
bowl. We can
simple as
go to a
that.
bowl game with 2,500 yards passing.
Yeah, exactly. Like, just
A
take care
lot
of
worse. Last year's team was more talented than half of the teams that went to bowl games.
Yeah.
But because of situational football, we went 2-10.
Yeah.
We won. Oh, we lost 6 football games by less than like 4 points last year. Where you don't fumble a ball once here, you don't throw an interception there.
It's a
We
win.
go to a bowl game last year. Like, it was just one of those things that I sent
Yeah.
that clip to y'all, and I was like, we lost to Tennessee by 3. We lost to Ole Miss by 3. We lost to so-and-so by 1. We lost by so-and-so by 1. You're just like, holy shit, dude. Where it's a coaching thing at that point to me.
Yeah,
And
for sure.
I don't even know how to say it without being an asshole, but it's just, there are levels to it, but
Yeah.
we'll see. Yeah, I could definitely see us going 5-2 in the Missouri game.
Yeah. And again, I know to everybody else, it sounds absolutely insane. It sounds absolutely crazy. But again, you shoot for the moon, whatever. Like, if it boils down to it and we don't go 5-2, okay, that's great. But looking at the schedule, looking at the caliber of talent that we have versus who we're playing against, if our coaching staff can make the right choices and if we literally don't turn the ball over, we can win easily. Like,
Yeah.
it's those one to two score, like 1-score games, 3-point games. Like, it's not crazy.
All right, so we're going to pivot from the Hogs real quick to end the episode. Rod and I have rankings for how we think the SEC is going to finish out this year for football. We'll give a little rundown of each.
Yeah.
And that'll be the end of the episode. Which one of these is Rod first? There we go.
Yeah.
Fucking imagine. All right, RJ.
All right.
Tell us your picks, buddy.
I'm going to breeze through this. I mean, it's pretty obvious. Disclaimer: if anything on this list could be changed, I would move A&M down to 4, move Georgia up to 3, to 2, move Texas into 3.
That's the one.
And that's
the disclaimer.
Only thing on this that would get changed.
Okay. All right.
I think that Alabama's going to come in and run the SEC. They played in the SEC championship last year without being able to run the football at all. Think about that. We literally couldn't run the ball for more than 2 yards a pop. Still made it to the SEC championship. So again, the coaching staff is thinking about that this year. Hopefully they make the adjustments, whatever. I think it's possible. Georgia, same story every year. They're bringing back, I think, 70% of their retention. I think Kirby's going to have them ready to go. Guys have been playing together for a really long time. I think they're going to run the table through their schedule and end up second place, third place, however that goes. Texas. We talked about Texas in, I think, our first episode or second episode about how Sark has a lot of pressure, really, really talented team. But when you look at their schedule, I mean, everybody has a hard schedule. It's the SEC.
And they got to play Ohio State.
Yeah, they got to play Ohio State, which, I mean, I guess that
which doesn't affect SEC rankings, but still.
But still, I mean, it's just one of those things where if it boils down to it, I would have to, I don't know why I put A&M second. That's on me. Sorry, y'all. I would put them third. A&M.
Can I ask real quick? If Sark finishes 4th in the SEC, he's got to be fully on the hot seat, right?
I don't know, fully on the hot seat. I know that ass is
so with his team, with how much they spent, with Arch Manning as their quarterback, with Coleman, with that roster, if Texas fans see Texas finish 4th in the SEC, Sark is on the hot seat. There's no way he's not on the hot seat. They're frying his ass, because if he finishes at that, he's 9-3 or 8-4.
Yeah. But I think the only thing that's kind of saving him in it is that he's already been to 1 playoff, 2 playoffs?
That's bro. Texas fans don't give a fuck. It's the same with Bama fans. They don't
Yeah,
care. It would be like Georgia this year finishing 7-5 for some just crazy for some random reason. They don't care. This Ohio State fans were on
yeah,
Ryan Day's ass for losing to Michigan. They win a national championship. That's the only reason it saved his job. I
yeah.
think
I mean,
if
he'll,
Sark finishes fourth in the SEC, they're on Sark's ass. This
yeah,
is the year that if
yeah,
Texas doesn't win an SEC championship and isn't playing for a national championship, I think they're on his neck.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it makes sense. I think it'll be hot at least, but I think he'll still have at least 3 years before they even do anything, make any type of movement. Because again, who else are you going to
Yeah.
bring in?
I don't know,
They got the
but it's
money,
bold.
but
Because
yeah,
also, they
they'll
finished
bring
fourth. They
Dan
probably
Lanning to
lost.
Texas 2028.
If they lose, if they finish fourth, that probably means that they lost to OU.
Yeah,
And that's a big problem if they
yeah,
lose to OU.
yeah. No, I think
Continue.
they'll.
Sorry for interrupting. I was just talking
No,
out
you're
loud.
good. OU again, bringing back a lot of production. Quarterback play, defense will be really good. We'll see how they pan out, but I think they'll be a playoff team, and I think they'll lose in the first round again. Womp womp. Ole Miss, I think, I don't know. I think they're gonna be good again. It's just about how this coaching staff is going to be able to handle it, because I feel like last year Kiffin and his staff were primarily the reason why they got to the playoffs in the first place. Like that's a given. And so this year with Pete Golding and his staff, it's like, can y'all replicate the success that they had last year? Or was that just a fluke and a part of Kiffin's system? So I put them at 6, just kind of riding off the high from last year, bringing in, keeping Chambers, Lacey, some pretty good receivers. They got a lot
They
of
got the
speed.
guys.
Yeah, they got
It's
a lot of
just going to
speed.
be
So
how do they play with the new offensive coordinator? Yeah.
yeah, true. And again, and this Ole Miss has historically had terrible defenses every single year. So
Yeah.
we'll just have to see how they pan out this year. LSU at 7. Um, I think a lot of people are high on LSU because of Kiffin going there. Me personally, I think that Sam Levitt should be a spokesperson for Jimmy John's. Uh, or I think that he should go ahead and activate his LinkedIn profile for the end of the season, because when it comes to throwing the football, he has a mid to below average arm. He has the accuracy of Helen Keller if she was throwing a football. And he has the decision making skills of me when I got to play quarterback in high school. So again, maybe Kiffin's a guru. Maybe Kiffin comes in and he helps Levitt make better decisions, helps him be a better player, schemes him up to where he can throw the football pretty well. But I mean, I don't know. I think you have to have somebody that can actually lead the weapons that you have, like Jace Brown, Demon, Wilson,
No,
Demon,
LSU will have all the
that
weapons. It
yeah,
will
yeah,
just
all the
be
weapons.
how the fuck does Levitt let it fly?
Yeah. And you know what? Again, with LSU, we did see a quarterback come in from a team where he wasn't that good. The team wasn't that good. The same team, actually. He came from Arizona State. Came in, he wasn't that good. Team wasn't that good. Ends up winning a Heisman. So, you know,
Yeah.
I'm shitting on Levitt, but maybe he comes in and he has a great year. We'll see. I don't know. Me though, I think they'll land at 7. I think it'll be a good year for Kiffin to get his feet wet, and I think next year and the year after is when they really start to get rolling.
Yeah. Okay.
Florida comes in with Summerall. I put him at 8 because I think he's bringing a lot of juice to the program. He wanted Tulane. He wanted Louisiana before. Been a winner wherever he goes. I think he's inherited a pretty good roster. They brought Ball back, Jordan Ball. So you
Yep.
said his
He's a
running back.
monster. Yeah.
Brought him back. Philo. I don't know much about him, but I mean, it seems like he's going to be the starter in Florida. Pretty decent defense. Literally the only reason why they were so bad last year is because they had DJ Lagway throwing 5 picks a game. So I
Fat
think
boy Lagway.
I think Summerall will come in, get him disciplined, have him rolling a little bit, finish 8th in the SEC, which I mean, in the SEC, finishing eighth is 8 wins. So I think that's a pretty reasonable spot for Florida.
All right.
We already talked about Arkansas winning 7 games. If you look at the teams that were ninth and 10th last year, they won 7 to 8 games. I think that's the perfect landing spot for us. I think that we'll get it going. Vandy, I put them at 10 because I think that they are returning a decent amount of production. I like their running back, Cedric Alexander. I think he's a stud. I think he's a really good running back. We're both pretty high on Clark Lee. I think he has the ability to get these guys to run through a brick wall. If
Yeah,
they
he
can get
does.
their quarterback play rolling and still play the way that they've been playing the last 2 years, I don't see why they don't win 6, 7 games again, 6 to 8 games. There, Missouri 11, where they always end up in the
Austin
SEC.
Simmons playing
Um,
quarterback. They do have
yeah,
Mott Hardy and another running back that's really good, but
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, that's where they always end up in the SEC and the butthole of the SEC. I mean, I'm not really expecting much out of them. Maybe they'll win a couple of decent games here and there, but not anything crazy. Kentucky, Will Stein, first year, Kenny Mincy. I think he's going to come in and help the program improve. That's where I'll say. I think I'm going to put Kentucky situation in kind of a similar light as LSU, as far as like I think that they're gonna be competing better in the SEC, just not this year. I think it's hard for a first year coach, especially Will Stein coming as an OC. I think it's hard for him to come in and just immediately flip it and turn them into a top 10 team. So I'm gonna put
Mm-hmm.
them at 12. 13, Auburn. Uh Again, I said that Golish has been, he's brought a little bit of juice to the program. Practice clips, he's getting on them. You know, the team looks, they look good for fall camp, but every team looks good in fall camp because it's just one-on-ones and random stuff. But again, I think if we're going to beat Auburn, I think that every team that's going to play them is going to kind of have their way with them in a sense. And, you know, maybe they'll improve next year. I don't think Brown's going to translate super well to the SEC. I think
Powered by Riverside FM.
I think he'll have a pretty decent season, but I don't think it'll be enough to will them to top 10 SEC. And then rounding it off, we got Tennessee, Mississippi State, South Carolina. Tennessee, we talked about them. New quarterback, bad defense, good running back. Bishop's, he's a stud. I'll give it to them. But brand new quarterback, not high on Heupel. If anybody's going to be on hot seat, I think Heupel will be on the hot seat after this season.
That's bold.
Same season, year after year after year, with nothing to come from it. And, you know, maybe that's the AD's expectations of Tennessee. Like, you know, we're never going to be good. So you just keep doing what you're going to do, Heupel. Um, Mississippi State, 15. I mean, it's just Mississippi State. I don't really see a light at the end of the tunnel for them. Starkville, Mississippi, would rather go spend time in Pakistan than go spend an extended time in Starkville. And South Carolina, Beamer's last year, offense is
He'll make it
average.
5. He'll make it 5 games.
Yeah, offense is mid to average. Defense is mid to below average. Again, they're going to be I think South Carolina, they finished 15th last year. I think they're going to be the punching bag of the SEC. I think everybody's going to see them on the schedule and look at it like it's another scrimmage game. And that's just going to be how the cookie crumbles for them. Yeah.
All right. So if Tennessee finishes 14th, Hype will get firebombed in his house. Yeah. I see everything else. Let's see mine. I'm gonna go through it semi quick. Georgia, I think, finishes 1. I think they've got the most talented team roster wise. Quarterback coming back. It's a Kirby team. I think he's mad that they haven't won an SEC championship in a year or two. I think they won it this year. Texas.
They won it last year.
Georgia won it last year?
Yes.
Holy
They
fuck.
played Alabama.
I'm a fucking casual. I think Texas has the most talented roster in the SEC, but I still don't think they win it just because I think Sark is just always fumbling his blessings, and I don't think they win it again. I think Oklahoma comes in third just because Mateer, I think, has a super bounce back year. I think last year he was due to have one of the better SEC quarterback seasons in a while, and his injuries shot him down, and it happens, and the cookie doesn't always crumble right. I think Oklahoma has a really good season. Ole Miss, you got Chambliss, like you said, you got Lacey. I think their defense can be good. They've got the weapons for it. It's just going to be a big turnover with the coaching staff, and it's their first year in a new system. They finished fourth. A&M's going to have a fantastic offense, fantastic defense, and I think Marcel Reed's going to hold them back. And I know everybody thinks Marcel Reed's a dark horse, best quarterback in the SEC, yada, yada, yada. Marcel Reed can't throw the fucking football. He can't throw the fucking football. And he can't make good decisions. He's a running back. He is a running back playing quarterback. He's not like how Lamar Jackson was a running back going into the NFL. Marcel Reed won't get drafted to be a quarterback in the NFL. That's not what he'll play in the NFL. He'll be a wide receiver. And there's differences to it. Lamar could fly, he could throw a deep ball, but they still knew at the end of the day that a team would take a shot on him being a quarterback. Marcel Reed will be playing slot receiver if he gets drafted to play in the NFL. I'm dead serious. He'll be playing on a team like the Titans as a receiver, as a slot receiver. And I think he could be a really, really good athlete. God damn. But I think he could be a really good athlete in the NFL, but he's not a quarterback to me. He never has been.
Yeah.
Bama finishes sixth. I think they go 8-4. I think DeBoer gets fired this year. I think they extended him just to show that they are not afraid to do a buyout. I think he gets bought out for $50 million. I'm just not sure DeBoer is the answer. I don't think he can handle the NIL very well. I think their defense is going to be phenomenal, but I just don't think the offense is going to be able to do it. I don't think Ryan Grubb's a great offensive coordinator. I think they're going to struggle, and I just don't see it. I think Bama's going to struggle this year, and I think even if Bama has a good season, they still will want DeBoer gone because I know Alabama fans they don't take anything but excellence, and they're not going to give them that this year
we
again.
talk about Arkansas being a woe is me fan base, bro. You would have thought that we went 2-10 last year. Meanwhile, we played the SEC championship, won a playoff game. Like, what are we talking about? And yeah, the fan base will definitely disaster no matter what.
Alabama's fan base is as toxic as it gets. It can be one of those things that if Alabama does not make the college football playoff, they want their coach fired.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who the fuck it is. If they are not in a college football playoff, get him out of there. They don't care if it's his first year, his third year, whatever. He's on the chopping block. And last year was, regardless if they made the playoff, regardless if they won a game, was an underperformance. And getting smacked around how they did was an underperformance, and I think DeBoer's on the hot seat, and I think that extension was a little bit of smoke and mirrors in my eyes because I think a big part of recruiting is making sure that a coach has stability, and you say, hey, I'm trying to go recruit kids. I need them to know that I'm going to be the head football coach for this team. So you give him an extension. He goes out and tries to recruit. But I think Alabama can pay off $100 million buyout if they want to buy someone out. They don't care. And I'm not sure that there's someone right now in the market that's a better hire necessarily, unless you went and got someone like a Sarkisian or pulled someone from somewhere where you say, I guess we can go grab someone that has former Tyler or Dan Lanning that comes to Alabama that gives them the juice, but I don't think DeBoer's got it. I'm not sure DeBoer's an major SEC program coach. So we'll put Bama at 6. LSU, I think, is going to have a LSU at 7 would still be a decent year for them, but for their fans would be a astronomical failure because I think they might have the most expensive roster in college football.
For sure. $50 million.
At least. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think Kiffin is going to have his team, but they're going to underperform because I think Sam Levitt's a cuck. I don't think he's a good quarterback. I don't think he's a good passer. You can watch his film at Arizona State. He was never a good passer, and he got bailed out by having good teammates. I'm just not sure he's the guy that's going to lead your team to win an SEC championship. I think they drop 4 or 5 games this year and underperform, and instantly, just like Alabama, Kiffin will be having people having questions about him. They'll be like, man, are you sure Kiffin's the guy? After one season as a coach, just because that's just what some of these programs have. So they've got all the weapons. It's just, will Sam Levitt perform? And I think he underperforms this year. Tennessee, Faison's going to be their quarterback as a true freshman. Again, they're going to have the weapons. They'll have a solid defense. I think they finish around 8-4-ish, 7-5. They're in that ballpark because they lose games against bigger teams. They finish middle of the pack. The Hogs finish, I think, 7-5, 8-4 ballpark. We finish middle of the pack. If we finish middle of the pack and go to a bowl game, everyone's going to build Ryan Silverfield a statue, and they're going to look at me and Rod and say, holy shit, these guys knew exactly what they were talking about. Why do we not listen to them more? And our podcast will double. We'll double in what our normal retention is.
Yeah.
Florida has guys. And Summerall, I think, is going to be able to recruit well at Florida. Having a quarterback like Aaron Philo as the guy is just so blah to me. And I just don't think they will have any type of offense. They're going to be super run heavy. And I think they'll just have a middle of the pack year. They'll be average. And I mean, they could absolutely go to a bowl game and go 6-6, 7-5, something like that in that range. Again, just because it's SEC football, Florida fans will be like, what the fuck? Those are like, man, what do you mean? What do you mean we didn't go to the playoff first year of our new head coach who's coming out with no recruiting in it? But that's part of it. Missouri, Drinkowitz is a pussy. Austin Simmons will be ass. And they've got a running game that they can depend on, but they will not be able to throw the ball. They won't be very good. Auburn, completely turnover. I think Byron Brown will be dog shit. I don't see him being able to pass whatsoever. He's got a weird hitch in his throw. I think they'll be super average this year. I think that's why it'll be a toss-up game at Auburn with the Hogs. Kentucky has all the juice with Will Stein, and I think Will Stein can be successful at Kentucky, but I think this year they're super excited about what's going on, and they won't end up having a great year. And then South Carolina, Mississippi State, Vanderbilt. Beamer, I think, will be fired. I think he'll be gone by, 8th week of the season. We'll just put it at 8th week. I think it could be 6th, honestly. Mississippi State, I don't mind Lebby. I think Camario will have a good season, but I just don't think they'll win football games. I just don't think they'll be great. And then Vanderbilt, with a new quarterback, I think they'll be bad. And I love Clark Lee, like we talked about, but I'm not sure Clark Lee can get this team to rally. They lost their best tight end, lost their quarterback, who was literally the face of the franchise with Pavia. And I just think they'll just have one of those years where you're just like, okay, that's more what we expect of Vanderbilt football. And I love seeing Clark Lee be successful. I think Vanderbilt football being successful is more fun for the SEC. I think that makes it more of a cool, vibe. But I don't really. I see them kind of slumping this year.
Looks like for the bottom half, we were pretty similar.
Yeah,
Top
we're
half,
in the same ballpark.
We put LSU in the same spot, but again. Yeah, it's so hard with these preseason rankings because these are literally based on what happened last year and what we're seeing in fall camp. I'm just excited to get everything rolling and see everybody's been talking about, oh, well, the SEC is not the SEC that everyone feared anymore, yada, yada, yada. But I mean,
Yeah.
hey, we're looking at if you gave Georgia Indiana schedule, they would have a first round bye in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
They would win the Big Ten, no hesitation, and it wouldn't even be a question. Like, all this dialogue about the SEC not being as strong as it used to be. All right, whatever, new age, okay, cool, but we're still at the top.
Yeah.
Still at the top. We'll always be at the top. Not too worried about it. Just because the Big Ten teams win 2 natties or 3 natties, congratulations.
Yeah, so let's say bottom of the pack. Let's say I'm Ohio State or Alabama. Would I rather play Kentucky at South Carolina at Auburn, or would I rather play Northwestern at Purdue at Michigan State? Like, it's one of those. It's just like you're like, bro, what
Rutgers,
are we talking
Wisconsin.
about? Like, we know. They're
Yeah.
super top heavy. I mean, it's Oregon, it's Ohio State, Michigan. I'm not even sure I would consider top of the pack. Ohio State,
They're at the top of the pack
Oregon,
because the rest of the pack is just ass.
yeah, Indiana. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just like once you hit 7,
Yeah.
then it's just like, oh, these guys all suck. But it's part of the game. So
Yeah.
well, cool, man. SEC rankings knocked out. We're excited about football season. We're going to continue to monitor fall ball, and we'll see how it goes. We're going to chime in. We're going to do some I think I'm going to put in a little midweek, little 20-minute short or something like that. You might throw in a little short video on there on your own time about what you see about stuff. It's football season, baby. I'm excited.
Yeah, man. We got 2 more weeks. 2 more weeks until we see who's it? North Carolina? Are they playing the first game this season?
Yeah. I think North Carolina plays somebody. TCU maybe again.
Yeah. 2 more weeks, and I don't care about those teams at all, but I'm going to be on my couch parked with a 12-pack ready to rock and roll.
And we're gambling on it, baby. Hey, starting next week, we'll start figuring out picks.
Yeah.
We're gonna start keeping a pick count about who we think's gonna start winning football games. This is the X's and Woes podcast. Thank you guys for tuning in again. I'm Jake's Takes. That's Rod Talks Ball. We appreciate you guys. We'll see y'all next week.
See y'all next
Hogs.
time. Go Hogs.